It took me months to train myself how to wake up early. I tried all sorts of tips, tricks, and strategies, adjusting the alarm clock, placing it further from me so I need to get up and switch it off. I told my family to wake me up. I had an accounting partner, and some tips worked for a day or two, but nothing lasted. So I turned to the basics. First, you need to be well rested in order to wake up early. Second, you need to be disciplined so you can fight through it. Third, you need motivation, something to look forward to. And fourth, you need to be consistent so you can make waking up early a part of your lifestyle. Before changing my habit, I used to believe that the more you slept, the more rested you felt. And then I started to study how sleep works. It turns out that sleeping too much, more than 8 hours per night, can actually damage your health. You need to find a balance. In fact, a study conducted on sleep duration established that both short, less than 6 hours per night, and long sleepers, more than 8 hours per night, are significant predictors of death. In addition, you must convince yourself that you can be a morning person. In fact, the main reason I couldn't wake up early is because I believed that I'm a night person, that I was designed to wake up late. So, by giving this label, I did not believe I could do it. To start the process off, I ensured I slept early. When I went to bed after midnight, it was ridiculous to think that I could wake up at 6 a.m. and feel refreshed. So, I started to go to bed at 10 p.m. But just like the chicken and egg question, which comes first, waking up early or going to bed early? Well, I tried to sleep early first. The first night, I could not sleep till midnight. The morning, of course, naturally I struggled to wake up at 6 a.m. and this is where I called upon number 2, the discipline. If you try to wake up early before, you know how powerful the voices in your head are, telling you how cozy and warm it is inside your bed. And I must admit, a lot of times in the past, they convinced me to snooze or even reschedule the alarm for a later time. But then I started to work on my discipline. One night before I got to bed, I told myself, if I cannot get myself up in the morning, then how can I expect to deal with bigger things in life and accomplish anything? The next morning, it was early and cold. The alarm went off and the voices started telling me to hit the snooze button. But this time it was different. I didn't ask for their opinion. I just jumped out of bed. I got a sense of victory and satisfaction, which motivated me and kept me going. Which leads me to my next tip, motivation. Why do you want to wake up early? Of course, health itself can be a great motivator, but it is important to find an activity that you find exciting and that will motivate you. Although it might sound boring, but I actually found my motivation in reading. Each morning, as soon as I wake up, I read. I read for about 1 or 2 hours, but not all of us love reading. Therefore, anything could work. Meditation, working out, walking, or maybe a morning ritual. Being motivated is key to getting up early. So, give yourself time to think about it. Once you find your motivation, repeat it to yourself before you go to bed. And finally, consistency. This was definitely the hardest part for me. You may be able to wake up early in an entire week and then fall back to sleeping long hours. Many think that the rule of thumb is 21 days to develop a good habit. I honestly cannot relate to this, as I found it challenging to wake up early even after a month. Now, after a few months, I still fall back on the old habit, but I get back on track in no time. That is why discipline will help you develop your habit until waking up early is a part of your lifestyle. So, don't let tomorrow be the same as today. Whenever you go to bed tonight, wake up exactly at the time you set your alarm clock, even if you don't feel like getting up. That way, besides the benefits of waking up early, you also work on your self-discipline, which is doing things even if you don't feel like doing them. You will also build character, which will help you out when things get real tough. Then continue the process and make it a habit. Aristotle said, "We are what we repeatedly do." Excellence then is not an act, but a habit. Anyway, don't forget to subscribe, and thanks for watching.